What's up, everybody? Welcome to Marriage Unmastered, where we have the most realest conversations, the most excruciating pain coming from both sides, and honesty and transparency and all the above. And so it hurts, it's painful, it's revealing, it's making you feel naked at times when you're exposing what you did or things that happened in your marriage, but it is to help somebody, and sometimes it hurts to help. This is me, your boy Hen, and I'm here with the lovely CEO, boss, queen of the house, queen of the castle, the writer, the author, the actress, the mom,
That
and my,
was like the craziest opening ever.
and my friend,
Oh,
Shireal.
it hurt, but it's painful. Like, what? Good gracious. Welcome to Marriage Unmastered.
It's a lot of those stuff. That's all I'm saying.
I get it. Welcome to Marriage Unmastered, y'all. I'm here again for another week of grace. Aren't I such a great woman?
Another week of grace, I will take it. I will take it. I'm not going to say anything but thank you, Lord. It gives me hope. It gives me hope.
So Henry and I have been married for
11 years.
This year. October will be 12 years.
Yes.
And earlier this year, in the beginning of this season, we talked about how pretty much the first 11 years of your marriage is
12
phase one.
Yep.
12 years is phase one or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
So as we move into this phase two, if we're using that same concept as the example, this phase two, what is 12 years beyond? If 11 years or 12 years below is phase one, 12 years beyond is phase two. But what does that actually mean?
What does it mean? What does it look like?
Yeah. Is it about growth and development and love and this next level of intimacy? Or is it about changing your mind?
When you say changing your mind, what do you mean by that?
Like, do I want to do this? Or is it about like changing? Like, okay, let's not go that extreme. That was me jumping off the cliff.
No, jump off the cliff. Let's go there. You can talk. I'm saying you can. Don't reel it back. Stay right there.
I'm still here, but let me just use another example,
Okay.
right? So, perfect example, changing my mind. In the first 12 years of my marriage, y'all can go back probably several episodes where I will say, I don't believe in girls' trips. I want to go on a trip. I want to be with my husband. I want to make sure at the end of the night my husband's there. Fast forward, phase two, I want to go on a girls' trip. He could stay home and watch the kids and the dog, and I'm going to go off and do me. I changed my mind. I think I deserve a girls' trip. Me and my best friend on a beach with an umbrella with a drink in it, or a drink with an umbrella in it. And I don't have to worry about no kids. I don't have to be no wife. I don't have to filter. Like, me and my girl could just rattle off about whatever we want to talk about, have a nice spa day, get dressed up, go to dinner, go to the little clubs at the resort. Yeah, that sounds like a dream, actually, for me. And it's just an example of changing my mind. First 12 years, I just want to be with my boo. Phase two, boo could stay at home with them kids of his and that dog.
Dang.
And mommy could go on a trip.
Dang, what changed your mind?
Oh, so many things.
Dang.
But I think, right, it's also about I've had older women also look at me crazy when I used to be like, I don't want to go on vacation without my husband. And they'd be like, okay, little girl. I get it. Little girl.
Little girl.
Like, okay, she ain't been through nothing yet. Well, the been through is been through. And I'm like, look here, right, sis, let's go. Girls Trip 2.0. Okay?
All right.
I'm just saying this is an example of changing my mind in my
I
marriage.
get it.
Is
I know.
there something you may have potentially changed your mind about?
I haven't changed my mind.
I
I never
I
really
can
looked
rattle
at.
off 10 things that I've
I never
changed my
looked
mind
at
about.
like a boys trip. Like I ain't never been on one, and I don't have a desire to. Just using that as an example.
I used to go on girls' trips before marriage. I used to do a lot of things before marriage that were amazing. And then I stopped. But I'm back, boo. And I can't wait to take my next girls' trip. So exciting.
You say it in like it's a negative thing. Like I got married and then I stopped.
No, I'm saying it like a real thing. What a fact.
Whether
What
it's real or
actually
not, the
happened.
way you're portraying it.
I think you're taking
seems
that
like,
way because anything I say right now is going to feel like a dagger to you because of our current situation.
well,
But I'm
I'm
not
only,
trying to dag at you. I'm just being, this is how I'm feeling right now. I've changed my mind. I think I would relish in a girl's trip.
when you say relish, what do you mean?
Be excited and exuberant and just relish in it. Be happy.
Okay.
That's just one of the things I've changed my mind about. I've also, since our current situation, have thought of other things that we could potentially do differently in our marriage, like since it's all out there now, I've
It's
changed
12
my
years.
mind.
Okay.
But is it about changing your mind? What is 12 years to you? Because I'm just over here on my own little soapbox. What's 12 years to you?
12 years. What's the topic? Is 12 years enough?
Is
to change
12 years
years?
about changing your mind? He don't never know. Like, I have to help this man remember mad stuff. What would he do without me?
I don't know. So I think that 12 years about changing your mind, I would agree in a sense that you got to do better. You got to evolve in your marriage for the betterment of each other, because you become somebody that either you're going to like or you don't like in the span of 10 to 12 years. And you have to evolve, because you could have liked old Henry, but then you hate like who old Henry has become now. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I do. I understand that perfectly.
And that's fine. I say that's fine because I have to change and do things differently to become the new Henry.
Don't we all?
We all got to change something. Some more than others, but we all got to change.
I mean, we're in constant state of change, right?
Right now, especially, 100%.
I mean, in general, like every day that you wake up, you should be changing, evolving, growing. If not, well,
Yeah, but I'm saying that in the sense of like the topic of 12 years. Like we're always changing, we're always evolving. Yes, but like 12 years, and I mean in a marriage, like you can get where like yo, you can't do this, you can't be this person no more. You got to change everything about you. You got to be transparent now, whereas you thought you might have been honest or a little bit honest or keeping
not
secrets.
honest at all.
Correct or not? You cut me off. Or keeping. I was trying to say something, but you was like,
I was just agreeing, but go ahead.
yeah, and so like everything about you has to change. Like I look at even with what we are recently enduring, I look at the scripture where it says man and wife become one and become one flesh. And so that happens in the beginning, at the beginning of a marriage, but it might not really happen in a person within a marriage until later on down the road, years down the road. You get what I'm saying?
No.
To the point where I'm transparent even more, or transparent now, because I'm understanding like we are one. Does that make sense? What I'm saying? You know, or you don't care? You just
So I've
you
been
don't.
listening to the Lemonade album lately. And what's crazy is, you know how a song don't hit until it hit, right? So there's a song on the Lemonade album. It's called Don't Hurt Yourself. Yo, this song is like my theme song right now. But the premise of the song is, this is because of what you just said. When you get married, two people become one, right? So the whole premise of this song is, if you hurt me, you're hurting yourself.
Mm-hmm.
If you lie to me, you're lying to yourself, because we're one.
Correct.
Right?
Yeah.
Right? So but if you love me, you're loving yourself. If you're honest with me, you're honest with yourself. Because we're one. So it's like, when we start talking about, when we get married, two people become one and all these things, you have to look at that as the big picture of what that really means. So if you going out here doing things that don't necessarily reflect that oneness,
Mm-hmm.
Understand that hurt that you're gonna eventually cause your spouse, it's gonna hit you as well. That sword ain't a one-way sword, it's a two-edged sword.
Yeah.
So or maybe not. Maybe, in some situations, that person, that's what they want, right? That's what they want. So I'm gonna hurt you and I'm gonna go do me, right? I don't know. But if we're talking about scripture and what the scripture says about joining and becoming one, your changes should be beneficial to you and your spouse. It shouldn't be hurting.
Absolutely. You're right.
Right. So even when you're changing your mind, I'm being a little probably aggressive with the whole girls trip conversation. But even on that girls trip, I still have to make decisions like I'm a married woman. Because until we decide to do something different, I could go and have fun and be with my girl or whatever, but I don't get to go be out here. You know what I mean? Because so it's because ultimately, even if I think that get back is gonna make me feel better, it's probably not. Because I'm gonna still have to wake up and look at myself in the mirror, and then we're gonna eventually have to deal with that, or not. Maybe I'll just keep it to myself, But I'm just saying, we just have to really. It just comes back to consideration. We can change our mind all we want. If we're gonna continue to stay married, those actions still have to reflect our marriage.
Mm-hmm.
We should still be moving as that unit.
Yeah. I agree. Moving as a unit, moving as one.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes, not sometimes, all the time, change hurts. Growth hurts.
Very uncomfortable.
Very uncomfortable. Especially when you cause the issue to prompt growth and to prompt change. There's an internal shame. And when I say internal, it's you think of things like, dag, how did this happen? How did I allow it to happen? But you constantly question yourself, and you question your integrity, and question who you thought you were.
Mm-hmm.
To yourself, to your family, to your wife, to your spouse. You question yourself to everything. To God, is God, is this really who I am? And if I am that, how can I change? And what do I have to do? What's the work that I got to put in to not be this person that I am not only disgusted with, but a person who almost caused my marriage to crumble and to destroy my family and to destroy my wife's trust? And these are real questions and things that I've asked recently. because of the situation. Like it's no small thing, but you do think about the changes, and you just think about a lot of things.
So I think the answer, for at least for us, is 12 years is about changing your mind, and that we don't have to look at that in a negative way, right? So it changed my mind on how I look at marriage, period, right? It's changed my mind about how I'm gonna move going forward as well, right? Like, simple thing like a girls trip, but beyond that, like how I view myself in this marriage, right? Because ultimately, and I wonder if there's other people that can relate to what I'm about to say, but like when you get married, you kind of get wrapped up in that, especially as a woman, and you become a wife, you become a mom, and whether you try to or not, you kind of like lose pieces of yourself in that process. And maybe not everybody, but again, I can really only speak for myself. So what this situation has done, this change that has happened in me is really like, now I kind of got to like re-wake and rebuild that person back up, because before even this situation happened, what happened in the losing of myself is like losing a little bit of my identity, losing a bit of my self-confidence, forgetting what I'm capable of accomplishing. Um, like it's a lot of things that kind of got lost in the sauce of mom and wife, right? And I hate to use this situation as everything happens for a reason. However, it happened, and it is the reason why now I'm looking at it like, whoa, 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 whoa. You don't get to lose that part of you. You don't get to be small. You don't get to dim your light for no husband, for no kids. Like, you still have to show up as your biggest, brightest, best self. So my change is like all these things that I felt like didn't really fit into this mold of wife and mom. I have to figure out a way to make them fit. Period. You know what I mean? Like, I don't get to be small anymore. I don't get to be insecure. I don't get for my confidence to be broke down. Like, I have to, again, be laser focused on being my best. Because here's one of the things that you think about as a wife when something goes left, right? Dang, what did I do wrong? What was I not providing? What was I not giving? What was missing from me that he had to go seek it somewhere else? So now I got to fix that. And I'm not going to fix it by trying to measure up to anything that you're leveling me against. I'm fixing it by measuring up to my own personal standards. Because honestly, it doesn't matter anymore what you or anybody else thinks. I have to make sure, period. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So this is, for us, 12 years is definitely a mind blower,
Yeah,
a mind changer.
definitely a mind changer.
Ultimately, maybe for the good, You got to hit a valley.
Before you can hit the mountaintop.
Some people just climb straight up the mountain, but apparently there's valleys also that some of us have to hit to get up the mountain.
Yeah.
So
Wow.
I guess the answer to the question,
Is 12 years what about changing your mind?
this 12 years 2.0, like part 2 of
Yeah.
the marriage. Like, it's crazy. Do you remember, like, wow, that's like the first time I smiled at you in a long time. Huh? It's crazy. Do you remember,
Yeah.
like we were like 9 years in, 10 years in, they'd be like, and people would be like, "Oh, y'all still in the honeymoon phase?" And they're like, "No, like we got
You got a little
skin
something.
in the ground, like in the skin in the game. We 10 years in, man. That 10 years ain't shit."
It's not.
Oh my
When
gosh.
you got skin in the game is like when you do something to almost destroy your marriage and have the little bit of grace that God gives you to stay and be like, I'm gonna try my best to work this out and see what happens. But I got a backup plan just in case. That's when you got like skin in the game.
Backup plan. What's that?
I don't know because I don't have one.
You said it.
I meant from like the perspective of somebody going through something in the marriage and like giving grace to stay.
So I've been talking to like my male cousins a lot. Like, first of all, little information about me. I grew up, I was a tomboy. I was the only child, but all of my cousins were boys. So I was like a cute tomboy. I wasn't like tomboy. I was with the boys, but I was still cute. Anyway, so grew up with a lot of male cousins. So that's my brothers. Those are the only brothers I've ever had. So lately I've been like tapping into them and kind of trying to get their perspective on the situation, right? So one of my cousins, he goes, it was funny. Okay. So he pretty much says like, you should be lucky that's all it was. So I'm like, whoa, what? Excuse me? He's like, because in a marriage, you're going to go through some things, right? He's like, you should be lucky God didn't send y'all like somebody had to get their leg cut off and now you got to wheel them around. Or somebody died or somebody like got so they got to have heart surgery. He's like, that's a real valley. He's like, God sent y'all something y'all could work through and it's not going to cause any serious like life altering like catastrophic changes. And I'm like, I'm listening to him, but I'm like, he's kind of right. He's kind of right. Like, we're 12 years in, and by the grace of God, our valley wasn't like a car accident that left one of us paralyzed.
Yeah.
And now our whole life is shifted, and now we have to cater to this situation. Like, so when you look at it like that, which I'm still like on the fence about how I'm gonna take it, but just sharing, right? When you look at it like that, it's like it could be something we could get through, maybe. But again, based on the actions, right? But at least one of us ain't paralyzed or on life support or like, because ultimately in marriage, for for better or for the worse, you don't really, life kind of controls what that worse looks like in most situations. So if life ain't throw you one of those curveballs, then like you dodged one. Like this is a
work through it type thing.
potentially.
Whoever that cousin was, thank you. Thank you.
I only said that because he cheated on his wife. No, I'm just joking.
What? Yo, chill.
I shouldn't have put that out there. Okay. Anyways, y'all, we are overtime.
Here we are.
MarriageUnmastered.com. You know how to get in touch with us. We need to hear from you. Send
Definitely.
us your advice. All of y'all 30, 20, 25 plus.
Definitely, man.
We just hitting phase 2. We need your advice. All right. See ya.
All right, peace.